What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my new career mode. This is episode number 21, and yes, today it is the final episode of the season as we have the final game of the Serie season. As you can see at the top of the table, Juventus are in first place with 80 points. Torino are second with 79. 1 point separating these two rivals. Who is going to clinch the title on the final day? What an exciting episode this could prove to be. As you can see, Juventus are taking on Hellas Verona. They're sitting in 16th place right now. They could still be caught and get relegated. We're taking on Serie at home. They've officially been relegated. Their head-to-head record must be not as good as Empoli's because they've already been listed as relegated by the news article. So I guess the biggest bonus for us is that even though Juventus are taking on Hellas Verona, who are in 16th place, they're away from home. They're scrambling for safety, so they've got something to play for. Whereas we're taking on bottom place Serie, who are already down. They've got nothing to play for right now. So yeah, that's the scenario right now. Basically, 1 point between us, and just desperate to try and get ourselves our first ever trophy with Torino in the first season. What an achievement that would be. However, we are missing Pulowski because he did get injured in the last game against Milan, and he will be out for the final game of the season. Just typical my luck, isn't it? Had such an incredible debut year for us. He's been the main reason as to why we're in the position we are right now, but he is not going to be playing any part in the final game. Gutted about that. But even so, today's episode is going to be a live commentary, as you could probably tell by now, and I don't actually know who I'm going to play ahead of Pulowski. Like, I really don't. I thought about it before I started recording this video, but I have no idea who I'm going to play ahead of him, because Martinez is the more logical choice, but I feel like Lorondo could be a good option for us in the air if we really are struggling. Put the crosses in and try and watch him win headers, but I think I am going to go with Martinez, actually. Keep Lorondo on the bench just in case. I think I might put Lazaro on the bench because he's been good whenever I played him this season since coming in January. And I think that will probably be the squad I'll go with. I don't really want to change the first 11 other than Pulowski. So I think we'll start Quagliarella and Martinez together, and we'll have Lazaro on the bench with Lorondo. And there you go. But that's the team I'm going to pick. And to be honest, as you can probably tell by the voice, like, I'm really not feeling optimistic at all. Juventus, if they win, are crowned champions. There's nothing we can do about it. Juventus will be champions of the Serie A, and we'll have to settle for second place. If they draw, we also have to win, because if they draw, they'll be 2 points ahead of us. If we get ourselves a draw in this game, we will still be 1 point behind them, obviously. So, you know, if they draw, we have to win. If they lose, we can win the title by drawing this game against Serie. So if they lose to Hellas Verona, we can draw and then we'll be crowned champions because of their head ruling being better than theirs. We will be finishing top of the table. But basically, the scenario is pretty simple. I think the Juventus will probably at least get a point, which means that we have to win. So, you know, coming to this game, if we fail to win, I'm pretty sure the title will be Juventus's. But, you know, there's a couple of different ways we could possibly overtake them and get into first. But I think the more logical and the more, you know, more reasonable thing to expect is a win in this game, because otherwise I'm pretty sure Juventus will get at least a point from their game and will be crowned champions. So win or fail to win the title, essentially. It's just, I don't know what to say, because I'm really not feeling positive at all, but there is definitely still a chance of pulling it out on the final day. I've done it before in career mode, I've done it before, and there's no reason why we couldn't do it again. But I'm not really feeling optimistic, just because Juventus have such an awesome side, and I'm pretty confident they will be able to beat Hellas Verona, which means regardless of what we do, we'll be struggling really to, I mean, because basically the fate's out of our own hands. If Juventus win, it's all over. But I don't know what to say really. I want to do it so badly, and like I really do, because this is the one thing that I haven't done in a career mode series before. I've done so many things on YouTube, so many trophies, so many remarkable seasons, but never once have I won the won the title in the first season of management in a top flight division. This will be the first time I've ever done it, which is why I've been talking it up so bad, because I really want to do it, you know, because this is the best chance I feel we'll ever have to do it. Because obviously, when I usually manage in career mode, the first season is, you know, qualify for the Europa League, hopefully, and if nothing else, you know, and if I can do one better, then qualify for the Champions League. I've never been going for the title on the final day before in a top flight division in the first season. Anyway, stay positive, stay optimistic. It's a big ask. We, you know, essentially have to win and hope Juventus fail to win their game, but there's still a chance we could do it. Even though we've been stumbling a little bit over the coming weeks, there is still a chance we can do it, pull it out on the final day, and hope Juventus slip up. So yeah, this episode is going to be a live highlights game. Hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully come the end of the episode we'll be crowned champions with Torino. So first chance to Sustainer, not what we want to see. They've got a corner. Volta back heels towards Cazzola, was that? Now back to Volta, now Montoro. And Sustainer keeping hold of the ball. In goes the cross, and the header is off the bar. And the flag is up for offside. This is not really the start you want. This is not the start you want. Header hits the bar. Thankfully it's offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But even so, that's not what we want to see, guys. Let's get started. Come on. Benassi to Danilo, let's whip that cross into the far post. Florenzi wins the header, and it's tipped over the bar by Leali. Good stop there by the man on loan from Juventus, I will believe he is, the young goalkeeper. Still 0-0, in comes the corner towards Gabbiadini, and the header is caught by Leali, and it's still 0-0. 25 minutes in, or 26 minutes in I should say, still 0-0. Not too much to report other than the first couple of chances we had in the 8-minute mark. Other than that, it's been a really poor game, sadly. Cesena are dominating possession, and I'm struggling to get the ball off them. That's not what you want in the final game of the season when you need a win. Still, here's Danilo down the right-hand side. I'll try and cut past my man. Still Danilo, wonderfully done, goes to shoot, blocked, but it comes to Florenzi. He can shoot it from range, and the shot does go over the bar, and it's still goalless. And I just can't break Cesena down. And I can't get the ball off them when they've got it. Frustrating opening half an hour, still goalless. Belanta's free kick, play it short towards Baselli, turn and try and pick out Benassi. And I don't know what to do, because look at how many bodies they've got behind the ball. Cesena, you just can't get past that. But now we could. Gabbiadini, try and drill in that cross. In it goes, Quagliarella. Oh, how's he missed? How has Quagliarella missed that? Oh my goodness, seriously. That was the best chance of the half by far. How on earth has Quagliarella put that free header? Yes, it's a diving header, but even so, but how has he put it over the bar from 6 yards? Those are the moments where you've got to take them if you want to win the title. What a miss by Quagliarella. Martinez on the ball, turns, and could be away here. I'll give it inside towards Quagliarella. If he continues his run, I won't pick him out because I'll try and find Florenzi instead. And now we go down left-hand side with Florenzi. Can he cut inside to shoot? He's good at doing that. In goes Florenzi to shoot. Good save by Leali. And Cesena will get the ball away. And there is the half-time whistle, and it is still goalless here at the Stadio Olimpico de Torino. A frustrating first half because Cesena started brightly. They had the offside chance which hit the bar, but other than that, it's been all Torino. We've put the possession back in our favour. We've had far more shots, but we just haven't been able to put the ball past the on-loan Juventus goalkeeper, Leali. Desperate to help his parent club win a trophy. Let's see how Juventus are getting on. Are they winning? No, they're drawing. So right now, if we just get ourselves one goal, we'll be crowned champions. Juventus are stuttering. They're also drawing their game 0-0. But right now, it's still goalless here. And as things stand, I just can't see us getting the goal we need because we've had the chances, but we just haven't looked composed in front of goal. That's because we're missing our main man, Poloski. But even so, 45 minutes left to go. We can still do this. As things stand, just one goal will do it for us as Juventus are drawing. But, of course, there's 45 minutes to go in that game as well. They could probably win it too in the next second half. But even so, still 45 minutes left. Still a chance for us to win this title. And I'll play that wide towards Muri, who's got loads of space to cross it. If he gets a good first touch, he can whip it in. Not the best of crosses, but he'll come to Quagliarella. Oh, ref, penalty surely, yes, penalty Torino. 4 minutes after the restart, Quagliarella taken down. It was one of those unfortunate ones, really, where the defender's not really going for the man. He's going for the ball, but the opposition player gets ahead of him. And as you can see, didn't win the ball. Quagliarella won it first, and you can't really argue with that. Penalty to Torino, and a great chance to make it 1-0 from the spot. He missed a great chance in the first half, but come on Quagliarella, you've got to score this one and give us the lead in this game. It's a penalty, there's no doubt about it. He won the ball first and then he was taken down, and he has a great chance to give us the lead, and he does. Quagliarella scores. Penalties this year, you score 9 times out of 10, but even so, a pressure penalty, we get it to pay off. Quagliarella scoring and making it Torino 1, Cesena 0. So fantastic start to the second half. We needed a goal eventually, and we've got one here through the former Juventus man, Fabio Quagliarella. So Poloski off the pitch, we're not looking very convincing, but we are 1 goal up. Fabio Quagliarella gets his 10th of the season. Torino 1, Cesena 0. Cesena building a chance here, and still an opportunity, but Florenzi tackles, and we could be away here. This is a 3-on-2. What a great chance on the break. Gabbiadini towards Martinez. Great chance here. Martinez, can he get round the last defender? Yes, he can. Surely 2-0. No, Leali saves it, but Florenzi turns in the rebound. Torino 2, Cesena 0. And we're surely going to do our job and win this game. It all depends on what happens at Hellas Verona now. We're 2 goals up against Cesena. I thought I messed it up there with Martinez. I had a 3-on-2 opportunity. Got myself 4, but the finish by Martinez was poor. Helped However, Florenzi turns in the rebound. Actually took a slight deflection off the Cesena player. It was going to go in anyway. But even so, it's Torino 2, Cesena 0. We're 2 goals up now. I can't see Cesena get themselves back from this because they've been pretty poor all game, to be honest. We're 2 goals up. We're doing our job, and hopefully Hellas Verona are doing theirs. 2-0 Torino. Florenzi's 10th for the season. And now inside towards Florenzi. Now Martinez. And Martinez on the ball, turns, gives it towards Florenzi. Has space to shoot here, obviously not going to do that. Back towards Martinez though. And still Martinez, now Danilo the right back. South Americans linking up there. Danilo past his man, tries to cross it into towards Quagliarella. Wins the header, puts the ball just wide of the post. Great chance for us here, winning a free kick on the edge of the area. Quagliarella's not a bad free kick taker at all, but I'd prefer someone with a bit better stats. Baselli can strike him. Might give it to him. Try and curl that ball over the wall and into the top corner. Baselli to strike it. Oh, it's off the bar. Baselli hits the bar, and it's cleared away by Cesena. I mean, I can't see Cesena coming back from 2 goals down anyway, but even so, it would have been lovely to score a great free kick on the final game of the season. But sadly not. Baselli hits the bar, and Cesena clear. But Danilo finds Darmian off the bench, inside towards Lazaro, also off the bench. Now back to Baselli, who just hit the crossbar. Now Florenzi, got Muru down the left-hand side. He'll try and take it around Nika and succeed in doing so. Great chance here. Muru drills in the cross towards Quagliarella. Oh my goodness, Lashini ends up hitting his own crossbar and turns it behind for a corner. So I have no idea what's going on in the game in Verona. But if Hellas Verona held Juventus to either only a draw or if Hellas Verona won, you never know, will be crowned champions. But if Juventus pulled out of the bag in the second half and got themselves the win, they will be crowned champions. So have we won the title? Padelli just started celebrating. Padelli just put his arms up. We're celebrating the win, obviously. But I don't know what to think right now, because sometimes you don't get to see the title celebration. So I don't know whether the commentators are saying anything. I've got the sound down. I don't know whether we've been crowned champions or not. It's one of those where you just don't know. We're not celebrating the title on the pitch, which would indicate obviously we've won the title. But sometimes you don't get to see the title celebration. If you remember my West Bromwich Albion career mode, when we first won the title, we didn't get to celebrate it. So you never know. You might have still won the title, and I'm still feeling really nervous right now. As you can see, we definitely deserve the win. No one's going to deny that. And I'm not really sure who my player of the man of the match was, really, to be honest. It was quite a subpar game by all involved. I thought our left back Muru played quite well, so it probably would have been him. But even so, yeah, I'll give player of the match to Muru. But even so, have we won the title? I'm scared to press advance because I can't tell. Have we done it or not? Let's just do it. Have we won the title? No, we haven't done it. Juventus won. They won it by 1-0. Oh, what a massive shame. What a massive, massive, massive shame. They pulled it out of the bag in the second half and are crowned champions. I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea, because sometimes you don't get to see the title celebrations. I saw Padelli put his arms up. I thought maybe that's it. But sadly not. Juventus did pull out of the bag on the final day, and it does mean that even though we won, we still finish in second place. That is absolutely gutting. That really is, because I thought we might have just done it. We might have just nicked it, considering the fact that Juventus were level at half time. But sadly not. Sadly, we had to settle for a runners-up medal, and that is a huge, huge shame. As you can see, Juventus crowned champions by a single point. We finish in second place with 82 points. Juventus top of 83. Fiorentina grabbed the third Champions League spot with 72 points. Milan and Roma will play in the Europa League next season, both finishing with 68 points respectively. As for the relegation, well, Atalanta went down, Parma went down, and also the side we just beat there, Cesena, went down. On the basis of that game, I'm not really surprised they're going back to the Serie B, but even so, very, very, very frustrating, because I really thought we might have done it because of the scores at half-time, but sadly not. Even so, a great season. Padelli won goalkeeper of the tournament. He had the most clean sheets in the league. Pilosky, despite not playing in the last game due to injury, won golden boot. 27 goals for Pilosky. We were targeting 15 at the start of the season when he first came in. He got 12 more than we were planning. That's absolutely incredible. What a great season. Not too sure if he'll be staying next season, but if he does stay, well, I'm pretty sure that we'll be looking to him to score the goals again, and hopefully see us go one step further and be crowned champions next season. We've actually got a few players in the team of the season as well, which rarely happens, so I'm pleased about that, if nothing else. Badelli, Maximovic, Balanta, and also Pilosky got into the team of the season, which is great. Juventus had 2 representatives, Pogba and Pereira, in the centre of the park for the team of the season, so I'm pretty pleased we actually got some team of the season representatives. That rarely rarely ever happens, but even so, pretty pleased with that. And who was player of the competition? Just skip that. Who was player of the competition? It was Rodrigo Palacio, fair enough. And there you go. So that is such a massive shame, man. Like, seriously, I honestly felt we were going to do it, but sadly, no, we have to settle for a runners-up medal. But even so, you have to say, what a fantastic season. Even though we're not crowned champions, I know it's a little bit anticlimactic, and I can only apologise for that, but even though we're not crowned champions, what a great season. I was targeting the Europa League. I was targeting 4th or 5th at very best. We got 2nd, 1 point away from being crowned champions. You can't be disappointed at that, man. Seriously, what a great season, despite missing out on the title. And we know next season we'll be hungrier than ever to try and overtake our rivals and get ourselves our first Serie A title, managing Torino. So let's have a look at the squad report to end the episode off. We'll have a look at the stats as well. In fact, I usually wait until June. Oh, so it's a day later. I think I can wait until June to do that. But let's see, player contracts expiring. We got £9 million for that as well, which is kind of cool. Nice bit of money will help us next season. As you can see, we've got a few players that have their contracts over the end of the year. I don't really know anything about these players, in all honesty, at all. So I don't really know whether they've got potential or anything. This guy's only 21, but a 5'11" centre-back. I'm not really sure we need him. This guy is 25, Romania CM. Don't really need him. These goalkeepers, 25, and how was this guy? I think he was in his 30s, wasn't he? Yeah, 36. He can definitely get released. This guy may have okay potential at 25 years old, but I highly doubt it. I'm going to let them all get released. I don't think they're going to have a future here. And there you go. So they can all get released. But yeah, let's advance to June and show you the final squad report of the season. Show you what players have been progressing and also what the stats were for the players as well. So that is such a shame, man. Like, seriously, I honestly believed that we might have pulled out on the final day because I thought Juventus might have been held to a draw with Hellas Verona, but sadly not. But even so, it's been a great season. I know it's a little bit anticlimactic and I have to apologise for that, but even so, it's still been a great season. So no, we got to 2nd place in our debut season with Torino. You can't really argue with that. And not to mention, next season, we're in the Champions League. I mean, seriously, I was targeting Europa League next season. We're in the Champions League. Already making great strides with this Torino team. As you can see by the squad, loads of healthy attribute changes. Loads of these players looking really, really good early on in their Torino careers. So many new signings came in the summer. So many of them have done really well. Florenzi and Gabbiadini had great seasons, obviously Paloski being the main one. Balanta, despite not growing, was really solid at back for us. Obviously got into the team of the season too. Mura, I thought, was a great left back. So obviously Danilo too, can't forget him coming in January. And even so, the future is really bright with Torino. I guess even though it's a little bit anticlimactic, or we're disappointed to lose out on winning the title on the final day, the future is very, very bright. And I'm already super excited for next season. Like, I'm really, really pumped for it. I can't wait to get the season underway for you guys. That'll be tomorrow afternoon. I'm already really excited to see what happens next season, what players come in, what players go out, because we're still in a transition phase. You can see by the squad, there are loads of players that will be returning from loan. Not too sure there are too many here who will have a future here at Torino, so still loads of things to do with this club, and I can't wait for the next season to begin, get to work right early on, and lay the groundwork early, and show Juventus that we're going to come for their title. We're not going to miss out on it like we have done this season. But even so, I believe that is going to end the episode as well, because I don't think there's anything else to show you other than the use monthly report, and I think that's basically it. Where are we? Yeah, use monthly report. So you can see how the players currently doing. Obviously got 4 players in our academy. The goalkeeper looks pretty average at best. Serie looks okay. Camisa looks really, really, really good. Excited to promote him next season. And also Lorenzo Motta looks pretty good as well. He's only been there for a month though, but on first viewing he looks pretty good too. So I do believe that ends the episode, guys. I can't think of anything else I have to show you, although I just thought of something right here. It's the player stats, isn't it? It's the last thing I'll show you, I guess, then. So Paloski, one top goal scorer. We already knew that. Quite a few players getting into the top goal scoring charts there for us. Assists, Gabbiadini won it. I thought it was great this season as well in his debut year. As for clean sheets, that was Padelli. So you can see clean sheets, goals and assists, all 3 Torino players. And as for yellow cards and red cards, thankfully you can see no Torino players in there. That's always nice to see, isn't it? Good discipline is always required in my club. So I believe that ends the episode, guys. If there's anything else I've got to show you, then I'll make sure that I do that before I end the episode. Just put it on the end of this video. But hopefully you've enjoyed the video regardless. Again, I'm actually, really annoyed I didn't win the title, frustrated about that. So apologies, we couldn't put it out on the final day. But even so, I hope you did enjoy the episode, guys. And if you did enjoy the episode, then please do leave a like, as it is much appreciated. It really does help my channel out. It's been a great debut season with Torino. Sadly, we couldn't go all the way and win the title in the first season, but it was a big ask anyway. We're still pleased to know that next season we'll be playing the Champions League. So hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed the season as well. If you have enjoyed the episode, then please do leave a like, as it is much appreciated. It really does help my channel out. I'll be back for the next episode, which will be the start of the next season very soon. That'll be tomorrow afternoon's video, and we'll be laying down the groundwork early, putting in some big transfers, and trying to make sure that next season we can go one step further and overtake our rivals Juventus. But thanks for watching the video. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, then please do leave a like. You don't have to leave a like if you don't want to, but I really would appreciate it. And I will see you for the next episode of my new career mode very soon.